Sprinkles, Santa Claus's special elf. Because everything is special with sprinkles. Santa Claus knows you're special too, and he has something to say to you. So listen close as Santa Claus shares holiday cheer with you. You can leave a special message for Santa Claus and get on the nice list at www.santaclaussays.net. Now here is the big man himself, Santa Claus!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to the boys and girls of the world, including you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Everybody, I say, Santa Claus says to all the children of the world, Santa Claus says to be good for goodness sakes. Merry Christmas and welcome to Santa Claus Says. This is the show that comes to you every night, 8:30 p.m. live on YouTube and on podcast, and on YouTube, the YouTube show, which is there for you to enjoy every day. 8:30 p.m. we go live between now and Christmas. And we hope that you'll enjoy it, as we have three things that we like to do here at Santa Claus Says. We like to bring some Christmas cheer. And of course, our buddy Sprinkles, the elf, helps us to do that. And we tell a couple of Christmas jokes for you to enjoy. And then we also like to tell a Christmas story. We have a wonderful Christmas story about another elf here today. And then we read a letter to Santa. The letter to Santa can be many ways. It can be by going to my website, which is santaclaussays.net. You can go there and leave me either a voicemail or an email or even a text, and I will get those and I will respond to you and write you back and let you know that I got your letter. And maybe, just maybe, we will read your letter right here in Santa Claus Says. We got a wonderful one here today. So we're glad to be with you and wish you a very Merry Christmas. Well, boys and girls, that means it's time for our joke of the day for Merry Christmas. And it goes like this. When someone delivers a package to Santa, you know, a lot of you get Amazon packages, don't you? But what do they do? What does the Amazon driver do? They ring the jingle bell. One more. What breakfast do Santa and Mrs. Claus like to eat together? Missile toast. Oh, good. We're having some fun here. Some Christmas cheer in your life here today, boys and girls, here at Santa Claus Says. Well, the Glockenspiel, that's what that chime is. That's our Glockenspiel, which we have here at the North Pole in Santa's workshop. And we have that, and then we like to then read a Christmas story. And so we do this in the spirit of the season and telling all about everything that surrounds Santa Claus. And today's story is called The Elf Who Found Christmas. So let's begin. Mary thought, that's an elf, was tired of Christmas. I can scarcely believe it, said Santa Claus. I've never heard of such a thing. Neither did I, answered Mary Thought, shaking his head until the tip of his scarlet cap wagged to and fro. But it is true, Santa Claus. I am tired of Christmas. Mary Thought was an elf. But he was not only an elf, he was Santa Claus's very best workman as well. It was Santa Claus himself who said so, and surely he ought to know. All the year round, Mary Thought sat in the snow palace at the very tippy top of the North Pole, making toys for Christmas. Toys for boys and for girls, toys and babies and the most skillful elf who could make. He was the most skillful elf at making beautiful, shiny Christmas toys. There was not the slightest doubt in the world about that. It was the week before Christmas, and all the other elves who helped Santa Claus stood together in a corner of the workroom whispering about Mary Thought behind their hands. To think that Mary Thought is tired of Christmas, said Elf Kindheart, who was in charge of the smallest baby dolls because of his gentle, friendly way. Well, I think Mary Thought's dolls are the most beautiful of all. Their eyes are the bluest, and their cheeks are the rosiest, and their lips have the sweetest smiles. I don't see how Merrythought can be tired of Christmas. He says he doesn't like toys anymore either, spoke up Nubbletoes. But I never saw such a fine jumping jacks as he has made this year. They leap and dance and fling their arms and legs about until I can scarcely stand still. And Nimbletoes jumped up and down like a jumping jack till he lost his breath and had to sit down in the corner to find it again. I like his Jack in the Boxes immensely, said Elf Mischief, smiling at the very thought. They shoot up in the air with so much spirit and dash, and they all wear such cheerful grins. Each one seems to say, don't you wish you were a Jack in the Box? And I declare, sometimes I almost do. Give me his rocking horse, said Fleetfoot, whose specialty was making roller skates and snow coasters and kites. They prance and gallop and champ at their bits as if they were would like nothing better than take you on a ride to back and forth again. And I think he is the best toy maker of us all. Poor Merrythought, whispered gentle Silver Tongue, pointing to the corner where Merrythought sat alone. How sad he looks. He used to grow happier and happier as Christmas drew near. He would sing at his work and smile to himself until the whole snow palace was in a good humor, no matter how busy we might be. Yes, indeed, agreed Kindheart. He was merry as his name, but he says this year he has lost his feeling for Christmas. He used to love it, the toys and the candy and the surprises, but he doesn't feel so now. He thinks children want too many toys. He has lost Christmas, he says. We're going to pause the story right there, boys and girls, and come back to it again tomorrow. So you want to join us tomorrow here in Santa Claus Says, and you can always go back to the past episodes of Santa Claus Says and hear lots of great Christmas stories. But you want to stay tuned here to find out what happens to the elf who lost Christmas and wanted to find it again. So please tune in again tomorrow at Santa Claus Says. You can go to youtube.com/Santa Claus Says. Just find us on YouTube, or you can always find us, the podcast, at santaclaussays.net. Well, boys and girls, there is our Glockenspiel, and that means it's time for our letter of the day. Our letter of the day, and today's letter comes from Emery. Dear Santa, my name is Emery. I am 7 years old. I am so excited for Christmas. This Christmas, I want a yoga goat, a puppy dog toy, and a pixie toy. Please, my elf Snowflake says she reports to you every night. Well, I want to tell you that I have been talking to Snowflake because you know what? Snowflake and my special elf Sprinkles are buddies. They're buds. And so I talk to all the elves, and we hear stories about the elves all the time. And I hear good things about you, Emery. In fact, I hear good things about many, many, many children of the world who are on the nice list. And indeed, Emery, you are on the nice list, and we look forward to being with you very soon. Now, Emery goes on to say thank you, Santa. And I thank you, Emery, for writing to me, and I thank all the children of the world for thinking about me and thinking about you wishing me well for Christmas Eve. Now, remember, I'm looking forward to seeing you, so don't forget, I love hot cocoa and cookies, and you can look forward to surprises. You know, everybody has a list of things that they kind of would like. You know, Emery did. But I want you to know that Santa Claus also specializes in surprises, and sometimes those surprises are a toy, and sometimes they're something special, like a hug from somebody that you love and appreciate. So that's what I want to share with you here today, is to be excited for Christmas and excited for all the gifts of Christmas, whether it be a toy or something special like a hug. I want you to know you can always write to me. Remember, you can reach out to me, Santa Claus, at santaclaussays.net. That is where you can find me, and or you can leave me an email or a voicemail or a text, and I will respond to you. And then you can catch me every night here on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Santa Claus Says. Well, boys and girls, that is about that glockenspiel means it's about time for us to say goodbye for this episode of Santa Claus Says. We want you to know that we always do three things here. We like to offer Christmas cheer, just a moment to celebrate Christmas and be happy about Christmas. We'd like to tell a wonderful Christmas story, and then we'd like to hear a letter that you send to Santa Claus. And you can do that, all that at SantaClausSays.net. Look forward now to a couple of very special programs we have coming up. Before you know it, it's going to be Christmas Eve. And on Christmas Eve, we always share the story of the night before Christmas. A lot of you know the story. A lot of your parents and grandparents and others know the story. The night before Christmas and all through the house. We do that very story right here on December 24th, Christmas Eve, and we do it live. And I want you to listen to that story. Then on December 25th, Christmas Day in the morning, we come to you and bring you live the story of the first Christmas. We read right from the Bible the story of the birth of Jesus Christ. And so that's what Christmas is really all about, the birth of Jesus. We love you. We're here for you. As Santa Claus Says, we look forward to hearing you and seeing you next time when we continue here getting ready for Christmas here at Santa Claus Says. Until next time, boys and girls, Santa Claus says, be good for goodness sakes. Ho, 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 ho.
You're special to Santa Claus, just like Sprinkles.
With Dr.
Get on
Brad Miller. Make sure you visit our website, cancerandcomedy.com.
It's his nice list at SantaClausSays.net. And watch Santa Claus Says live on YouTube. Tell him Sprinkles sent you.